Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is a special bonus read for you. It's a love read. And so, this is a love read, a twin flame reading, a soulmate reading. So, it's about your path to your soulmate, your twin flame, which could include another lesson relationship along the way. So, I'm going to go into your story. I'm going to go into the story of your current partner or your next partner, whether that is your twin flame, your soulmate, or you're just a lesson relationship. I say just a lesson relationship. There can be some very important lesson relationships that we go through, teaching us about ourselves, getting to know ourselves, leading us on that love journey toward the one. And the reason that I'm doing these bonus reads is because this weekend I've got a half price reading sale. It's on my soulmate twin flame readings. And so it's a 3-page reading. I go into your story, what's going on for you, the steps that you need to take, inner or external steps that you need to take to bring in that soulmate, that twin flame relationship or the next relationship, and then into your partner or your next partner's path as well, and how you might meet as well if you're single at the moment as well. So if you want to book in for one of those, I'll pop a link up there and in the description box as well, and you can find it on my website, behealing.com. It makes it 75 Australian dollars this weekend instead of 150, which is about 50 American dollars. And so book yourself in for one of those. Also, I've got a competition going on at the moment, so I do my readings with these little cards. And like this, what's this one? The work card. And I keep them in this bag, right? And so I've got this bag full of these cards, lots and lots of them in there. And if you guess the right amount of cards that are in this bag, you can win a free reading with me, private reading with me. And so to enter into that, all you need to do is be a subscriber to my YouTube channel, click like on a video, and then leave a comment about that reading and just have a guess of how many cards are in here. The first person to guess the right number of cards will win a free reading with me. So good luck with that. So, Sagittarius, this reading, I'm going to go into your journey, what's going on for you in your love life, and theirs as well. So this is your current partner, your next relationship. It could be switched around. Sometimes these are switched around when people watch them too. And so just be aware of that. If that's not your story, if that's your story, then just switch it around, Sagittarius. And if neither of them resonate with you, then check out your rising sign. This is your sun sign. Check out your rising sign and maybe your Venus sign too, or your moon sign as well. Venus and moon, up to you. If you're into that kind of stuff, if you're into your astrology, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, it doesn't matter. So Sagittarius, let's start with you. What's your story? What's going on in your love story at the moment? You've got be artistic and trust myself. This is interesting. This is like taking a new approach to your love life and doing things differently this time. You're feeling like you want to do something new. I feel like this is going against the way that you've usually done it and your friends do it and your family do it. It's like, I don't know, going into another culture or something or trying things just completely differently. Being creative with it. I had a flash of something then and it's disappeared from my mind. It was when I was saying about a different culture or something. But this is, I feel like if you were telling your friends about this, say if your friends, they all go out, say to a local pub or something every weekend, that's how they meet people. That's how you've been meeting people, and you suddenly decided, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this speed dating thing or online dating thing, something like that. Or you've always done the online dating thing, and you've decided to go on a holiday or go do, like travel around with people or something like that. You're doing something completely different. And it's connected with your love life too. It's like you've had this intuition to do something differently, to meet people in a different way, something like that, or to do a relationship in a different way. Like even an arranged marriage or something like that. It could be something totally culturally different like that. Sagittarius, you're trying something new out, which is totally Sag, isn't it? And a bit Aquarius as well. Maybe you've got Aquarius in you. You're trying something new out, but what you're really doing, I'm letting you know, Sagittarius, is that you're responding to your intuition. So your higher self is leading you toward that partner that's the right one for you by giving you leads like that. So it might seem completely left field to all your friends and your family what you're doing, and they're like, Sagittarius lost their mind. But you're responding to your intuition, and so trust yourself. This is what this is saying. Trust yourself. You've had a new idea for meeting people or a new idea for relationships. Go with that because that's your higher self has fed you that information. It's not as wild and wacky as you think. It's just, guidance. It's just guidance. What's going on with them? Ooh, you'll like this, Sagittarius. They're going deeper right now and being in the moment. They've got this spiritual thing going on. They've got a spiritual thing going on at the moment. They could be on retreat. They could be living in a cave in the mountains or something like that. They could be on a yoga course. They're deep into the spirituality right now. They're going deeper and they're being in the moment. That's like meditation retreat, or they shaved their head off and went to a temple in Thailand and they become a monk. Something like that. They're really deep diving into the spiritual right now. They're doing things differently as well, Sagittarius. How about that? How about that? And this might be why you've had that. See, I was picking up that it was something about travel and about different cultures. And you trusting yourself in that. And so if you've had that prompt, that intuition, Sagittarius, to get yourself in another culture, do things differently, travel around, or do something like the spiritual thing, you do that. You do that because they're there. They're doing it right now. They're going deeper into being in the moment. This is like Zen or yoga, or you know what I mean. That's what they're doing at the moment. Nice. It could be what they do as well. I mean, it could be their profession. I don't know. They've got this moment thing now, which makes me feel like it's a new thing for them. They're just diving into it. Or it could be something like that they're passionate about before and they had a job before, they've given up the job and now they're doing it full time, something like that. Oh, so what's going on with you, Sagittarius? You got to trust that intuition that you've got because it's leading you in the right direction. You've got gratitude and respect as well. This is kind of the other way around. This is more like disrespect, I'm hearing. Now, why would you be grateful for being disrespected? Because it moves you in the right direction. You know, when it's time to leave a job, say when you don't really like the job that you're in and you're not making your excuses and leaving that job, and then suddenly a boss becomes really disrespectful to you and you just can't stay there anymore. You got to respect yourself and you get out of there, and then you think, well, I'm actually glad that happened. I'm actually grateful for that disrespect because it got me moving. That's what's going on for you at the moment. You're actually grateful for a situation that turned sour because it gave you freedom from it, freedom that you weren't choosing for yourself, but you kind of should have been or could have been choosing for yourself. The universe stepped in, had someone disrespect you so that you have a good reason to respect yourself and get yourself out of there. So this could have been a relationship, it could be work, it could be friendship situation, it could be anything like that, but it's given you a shove and for freedom. Now, if this is about the travel thing that I was picking up on, it could be a living situation as well. So like you're sharing a house with other people and then suddenly you want to get out of that situation, but it's suddenly one of your housemates is a problem there, disrespect going on, and that gives you the shove to get out of that and travel and get out of that situation. You've got a lot of change going on at the moment, and it's unconventional change, Sagittarius, and it's good. It's good for your love life, and I'm sure it's good for a lot of your life too. So be grateful for that disrespect that happened because it's an out, Sometimes we need an out. Sometimes we need something to go wrong just for us to justify leaving a situation. You've been given an out. It's a good thing. So they're doing this, whatever it is, meditation, Zen, yoga, retreat. They're going deeper into their spirituality, being in the moment. This is interesting. They've got patience and sabotage. They've got some demons that they're dealing with. Of course, that happens, doesn't it? I mean, that's why people do these things. That's why people go for these they do a deep dive into the spiritual. It's when they've got issues, but it's when we need to heal ourselves that we are attracted to that kind of thing, that we really get into that kind of thing. So that's no surprise. And so they've become aware that they're sabotaging themselves. They don't want to sabotage themselves anymore. They want to turn it around, and they're having patience with them turning it around too. This to me is saying they are committed to this. They're committed to making a change in their life, and they're going about it the right way. They're starting at the core of it themselves. they're going into themselves, deep within, into their spirituality. They're actually on retreat at the moment, looking into that. So they're committed to that, and they don't even care. Like if this is a lifelong pursuit, they don't care. They're just in it now. They're in it. They're not doing it like they're not just dipping the toe, and they're not saying, "Oh, I'll do a 1 week meditation retreat." No, they're committed to this. They've gone in fully into this lifestyle kind of thing to sort this out. Probably with a mind that it's not going to be sorted out fast because they've got the patience card here. And so, yeah, they're wanting to stop sabotaging themselves. They're wanting to change their life completely. Something that would be very attractive to you, Sagittarius, for sure. For sure. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if this is another Sagittarius with what's going on with them. So they're a bit messed up, but they know it and they're doing something about it. They're going to the core of it, helping themselves. It sounds great to me. And what have you got going on? You're like the Fool card at the moment, standing on the edge of a cliff, ready to jump. You're about to go into something. They're leading the way in this. They've thrown themselves into something, but you're about to go into something new as well. You've got the go for it card and you're on track. You are on your way to what you want for sure, and you're just about to leap. That's what it feels like to me. You're just about to leap. You're on the border of making that decision, or you've made a decision. You're about to take action on it. You're about to go for it. You're about to go for it, and you're on track. You're on track to these changes. So it might feel like you haven't started yet, but the universe knows that you have because it's been feeding you that information. And you've been making those shifts, internal shifts, getting yourself ready for it. You've been making those decisions. The action's like the last part of it, you know. The action's the last part of it, really. And so you're getting ready for some big change, and it's going to lead you to this relationship, which feels like a perfect match to you, to be honest. It does feel like a perfect match to you. Let's see where they're at. What's going on for them, apart from being patient with this change in lifestyle that they've had, completely going in within. Oh, look at this. The mysteries, the delving into the mysteries. Now I'm picking up, the other card is innocent here. Spiritual awakening for them. I'm picking up, they're reading a lot. They're doing a lot of study into the mysteries. They're very open at the moment, very spiritually open at the moment, kind of questioning everything, questioning themselves too. They're doing a real deep dive. It's good. I like this energy that they've got. And the reason that they're studying so much and they're so open is that they know that they need to get back to their innocence. It feels like this person has had a past that they're not too proud of. It's not that it's incredibly dark, but there has been dark aspects of it, and they're ready to turn that around. That's what I'm getting from that sabotage card, and I have been patient with it. It's like living their life until now in a certain paradigm or with a certain frame of mind, and then I've had this spiritual awakening and realized they've got this dark side, or that the life has been darker than maybe it needed to have been, and they're seeking something new now, and actually, yeah, stepping into a whole new, different thing, into the mystery. So they're learning because of that. They want to get back to their innocence again. If you split their life up, say if they're 40 years old and you split their life up to the first 5 years and then the next 35 years, and then now they're going into like the next 35 years, and they want it to be more about the first 5 years rather than about the second 35 years. Yeah, it's like that. They want it to be more about that than the darkness. I'm not picking up its great darkness. It's not like they've got like this dark sordid past at all, but they're seeing some kind of dark. They've lived something that isn't love and light, you know. I'm not saying, see, I'm not picking up that they are against their darkness at all. I'm picking up that they're actually accepting of their darkness inside of them. It's not like they're, you know, trying to ignore the dark side of them, you know, because when people do that, it can cause problems, right? We need to love and accept every part of ourselves. I'm not picking up that they're doing that. I'm picking up that They know that their experiences in life have been more negative than they need to be, and they've had this awakening now, and they actually want more positive experiences in their life. So they're changing their life around. They are changing their life around, and they're wanting to get back to that innocence that they remember as a child before they learned the things that got them into that negativity, or to experience the things that they have experienced in their lives. They're going through a spiritual awakening, I'm telling you, really. I mean, look at those cards. Go deeper this moment, patience, sabotage, mystery, and innocent. They're really opening up to something special. Their life is going to be so different. It's great. And you are going to get to experience this with them as well when you meet too. I really feel like you haven't met yet, you two. But you are being guided, certainly in their direction, with this intuition that you've had. Now, before I finish off this reading, I just want to let you know, Sagittarius, that I'm doing a deeper dive now. I decided to do a deeper dive into these things. And so this is a written reading that goes with this. It's not a personal reading. I'm going to do it straight after I've recorded this video. Just going deeper into it. So if you're really resonating with this reading, you want to get that. It's like, if you're not quite ready for a one-on-one reading with me, you can just get this $10 version of it instead, which is it's a reading, but it's a generic one just for people that are really resonating with this reading, right? And so you can get that. There'll be a link around up there, I think, to book in for that. Just $10, 10 Australian dollars, so about 7 or 8 American dollars. And you'll get more information about what's going on for you, or the steps that you need to take, deeper steps that you need to take to get into this, more about them as well, maybe how you're going to meet too. But we might go into that right now. Let's see. Sagittarius, getting back to you. Yeah, you see, I was getting this vision of you going traveling and doing something, maybe living in a completely different way as you have done before, like communal way of living or something that's freaking your family and your friends out. Yeah, I don't know, living in kibbutz or something like that. I've never done that, but it's something like that. It's something that is completely culturally different, and you're feeling like doing it. Because look, your last card is service and have a good time. This travel thing that you want to do, this new lifestyle, this new cultural change, this new thing. I mean, at the start of it, I said it was like, switching to online dating from going to a pub. That was just an example. I was really not seeing that at all, that it was small like that. It was a bigger scale thing. It was more of a travel or a culture change thing. Changing your living situation and the whole way that you're living and approaching relationships, especially. It's like, I don't know, it could be that you're going to this same place that they're at, this retreat place or something like that. It could be that. Or it could be you traveling, doing a backpacker kind of thing and staying in like a communal place, or like a yoga ashram kind of thing, something like that. Could be something like that. It could be, again, what they're doing as well. But you'll be of service there, so you'll be doing something and you'll be having a good time. It feels like, like working in a place for food and rent, while living in this community of people, that kind of thing. That kind of thing. But you're going to have a good time. It's going to be really good for you as well. I feel like it's a big shift in what you've been doing. Maybe not for some. But if you're resonating with this, Sag, I think it might be a big change from what you have been doing. It'll be a welcome change for you. You're going to experience a different kind of a life, which is going to really resonate with you, which is why you get feeling the pull of that, and you're feeling that, the intuition to do that. And of course, it's on your relationship journey as well. I mean, like, none of this really has been about relationships at all. It's just about life for you and how you're going to meet this person. It is about relationship because it's about you getting aligned with yourself. And I feel like when you're living in this different kind of culture, this different kind of way, you're going to feel that it's right for you. It's like me living in Thailand now. It's just right for me. I just belong here, and they know it too. And they're like, yeah, you're not Farang, you're Thai. I just fit in here. It's right for me. The culture is right for me here. And I feel like you're going to feel that way you go as well. It's going to just feel right, and it's like you find yourself, you find your place, your true culture, who you are in your heart. It's that kind of thing. Okay, so they want to get back to that innocence. They got cleanse and follow my knowing here. Oh no, I was picking something really specific up from this, and I don't like it. I don't even want to say it, but I'm going to have to say it because it came up. It feels like this person could have been involved in a cult from an early age, and they've broken free of it. You know how I was saying they've lived some darkness, and it's not the darkness that it's just dark times that they've lived through. And then they know they could have had another experience, and they're waking up now. It could be some kind of a cult that they were in, or indoctrinated in some way and had some kind of strong belief set put on them, and they lived that. It could be that, because this cleanse and follow my knowing, it's about intuition and about getting back to their intuition. So I feel like they were following someone else before. It could just be they're in a religion. It doesn't have to be as big as a cult kind of thing. But it isn't every religion kind of a cult anyway? There's a lot of damaging beliefs. Not all. All religions, yeah, but not all about religion is damaging, of course. But there's a lot of damaging stuff in there. And yeah, I feel like they've been impacted by that. So it's religion or cult. It could be as much as a cult. It could be as little as religion. Not that religion's a little thing, but they're having to let go of all of that now and get back to their own intuition, listening to themselves, listening to their own spirituality, their own connection with themselves, to get in alignment with themselves, not some teaching of some guru or someone else. Which is interesting because they're kind of doing the same thing now, aren't they? They've got themselves in this retreat place, and it does feel like it's an organized thing that they've got into. It doesn't feel like it's a negative energy though. It feels like they're in a good place. They're in a good place that's opening them up and allowing them to get back to themselves. They're on a deep dive right now. Wow. Getting back to their own intuition instead of following another leader in a religion or something like that. You guys are going to connect on a deep level, and maybe on a wounded level somewhat, but on a deep spiritual level, like intellectual level as well. You're going to have a lot to talk about when you get together. You're going to really interest each other, open each other's eyes. This doesn't feel like a twin flame or a soulmate relationship to me. Maybe a soulmate relationship. It feels like part of the journey. It feels like an important relationship that you need to get in, and you've got a lot for each other, and you can be companions, maybe for quite some time as well. But you've got a path to walk together, because you've got a lot of similarities, you two, a lot of similarities here, with what you're interested in deep down, and with the changes that you've both got going on in your lives right now. That's pretty specific. That is a pretty specific reading, Sagittarius. And so I'm going to get into even more specifics or deeper down into it, into maybe some stuff that you need to look at so that you'll be ready for this relationship and ready for this move as well, because that's all involved in it too. And a little bit deeper into what they're going through, and you being more aware of what they're going through so that you can be ready for them as well and get yourself ready for them. So if you'd like, there'll be a link somewhere on the screen, I think, or in the description box, to sign up for that deeper dive into it. And if you'd like a private soulmate reading with me while they're half price this weekend, you can book one, and there'll be a link around there. Thanks for watching. If you like this reading, please hit like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and don't forget, guess how many cards are in this bag to win that reading with me as well. Have an amazing weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.